Hey guys, Metal here. Today I was going to do a video about how I organize my stash and how I think you should organize your stash. What sort of tips that I have for the stash that would be good for you guys to also use. So the biggest and most obvious thing is that my stash is at the bottom. All the stuff that I want is at the bottom of the stash. And the main reason for that is it just makes it quicker when you're coming in from a raid and you have a backpack and your gear's all full of loot. You can just control click it out of your inventory and it'll all sit up at the top. And that way when you go to sell, you're not confused about what you want to keep and what you're selling. All the stuff you're selling is up at the top and all the stuff you're keeping is up at the bottom. The other big thing that I would recommend for your stash is to sell everything. Do not keep a lot of gear. If you cannot think of an immediate thing that you need that item for, I've noticed this a lot myself. I will hoard weapon attachments a lot of the times that I think I will want or need or something in the future. If you won't have that weapon within a raid or two, or you won't have the money for it very soon, just sell the gear. You don't need it crapping up your stash space. You don't need to keep extra little black AK pistol grips or hammer scopes. A lot of these items are stuff that I've just had sitting around taking up space. And as someone with the 10 by 30 stash that you get from the regular editions of the game that let you into the alpha, I don't really have room to just be keeping a bunch of extra gear. So just sell your extra stuff. I wouldn't hoard a lot of armor, for instance. You can be had fairly cheaply from Pusher once you're at high enough level with him, so just sell that stuff. I've got the pair of Ford armor that I have equipped, and I have the pair of Ford armor that's in my stash. That's all I have. That's all I need. I don't need extra sets. I can always buy more if I need it. The other big thing is that you should keep your large items that you often bring into raids, such as armor, helmets, backpacks, on your person. You should take them off for some reason. See, look how much space this takes up in my inventory. If I just leave it on my backpack, I have this slot I have this breathing room to work with. I can move things in and out of that temporarily, and it's not taking up space in my stash and messing up how I have things organized. For the regular sized backpacks, the MBSS and the Scav backpack, you can also keep them inside of each other in basically an infinite little pile. So if you right click on it and press open, it'll open up itself, and then you see I have another backpack in here. You do it again, I have another backpack, so I have 3 backpacks. Now I have a Ford armor inside of that, so there's my second Ford armor. So just again, and you can keep doing this with backpacks forever. As far as I know, it won't glitch out, you won't lose any of them. So you could basically just have an infinite little stack of backpacks in that same 4x4 grid. The other tip that I have for you guys is to not really hoard that many chest rigs. I have 2, which honestly I could get rid of both of these. The thing about chest rigs is that they're already so cheap to buy from Pusher. They're either 16k for a regular one, or if he's selling scav vests, they're only like 3 or 4k, and scav vests are just as good as the regular rigs. They just look a little bit worse. So there's no reason to keep that many of them. The regular vests actually sell pretty well. So I was just checking to make sure there's nothing else in them. You can't open them like you can backpacks, unfortunately. But they do sell for a good chunk of change, 6 grand a piece. So just get rid of the things. There's no reason to keep them around. The other big tip I have to save space is to keep your ammo in your mags and to keep your mags in your weapons. So that will free up a lot of space in your inventory. I don't usually keep extra rounds if I don't have a mag for them or a weapon for them. Just sell the things. There's no reason to crap your inventory up with a bunch of extra mags and rounds. I just sold probably half my mags. I just can't see myself using that many of them, honestly. I have enough for any engagement or any extra weapon. If I take an M4, I can bring in the mag and the gun plus 2 extras. That's plenty. If I lose a bunch of them, I will just buy some. I have plenty of money because I sell all of my gear. Beyond that, those are my just general tips for organizing the stash. So keep the stuff at the bottom. Know that you can put your backpacks in your backpacks to save space. Don't keep a lot of extra gear. Keep your bullets in your magazines and your magazines in your gun. That basically just sums it all up. If you guys found these tips useful, please like the video. If you want to see more tips and gameplay of tactical shooters like Escape from Tarkov or Arma, please go ahead and subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook, the links for all that are in the description below. If you want to chat or game with myself and other fans, you should check out the official Discord. And if you really enjoy my content, please support me on Patreon. Have a great one, everyone.